Alright, had an hour. Decided to get out for a little bit. Get around the spot where I found a few of King George V pennies and Indian head, and get a little choppy signal, but it was deeper, so decided to dig it, and it's George V penny. I think it's 1936. Looks like good condition too. It's a little dark now, so right, barely maybe 3 inches down. I got myself another one, King George V penny. 1922 appears to be. Nice. Not a bad condition. Should clean up well. Alright. Alright, barely an inch or two down. Got a little bit of a high signal in the upper 80s, but very steady. So I'm gonna dig it. And I got myself a nice, well, maybe not so nice. It's been sitting here for a while, but it's a $2 coin. I can buy myself a silver dime with that. Almost. Alright. I'll take it, as Basha says. I got this nice penny dime signal, showed 3 inches down, but it's less. In the roots of the tree, I'm pretty sure it's silver. Yeah, it was going on 71, 73, 74, and they go into 74. There's a good chance it might be silver on Fisher 4. So let's take a look at this little guy. Okay. Alright, it's a newer one. Pretty shiny. It's still King George. I don't run a rabbit too much, but let's see. I think it's 1947. Cool. I'll see you on the next. Alright, there. Just a couple inches down. No, it's not gold. It appears to be gold plated on this side. Looks like an old watch or part of a watch. There's a winder on the side. Ladies' watch. Yeah, I actually see the hour hand, the hands. Cool. Too bad it... Okay, it started raining, but fear not. I'm under a tree. I'm digging stuff. So I think I dug here before and I gave up on the signal. There's a lot of signals in this spot, and it turns out that there's 1929, I think. Yes, I did scratch it a bit on the side. Too bad. 1929 King George. Good spot for King George's pennies. Alright. Alright, right next to where I picked up that 1929 penny, my first King George VI penny for the day. One side pretty crusty. You can see the silhouette of the year side. It says 1942. Alright, so I had like a multiple signal spot right here. I pulled the weedy too hard to read. Then under my pin pointer there was another nice high tone. It was 1941 George VI, and in this spot 1943 George VI penny. Alright, the force was strong with this one, and appears to be something different than the usual penny size object, which I'd be happy with, but I think it's a nickel, and appears to be an earlier nickel. Yeah, it's got a beaver there. The year, it's a George nickel. Nice. Excellent. I'm happy with those. Alright, the first nickel was over there. So now that I told you, it's the second nickel. And they're both 1942. This one was really hard to get out between those roots, and I squeaked it out without a scratch. It's not the best condition, just like the other one, but 1942 nickels, nice. Well, this is definitely an area somebody had a 1942 fun. I got a little bouncy signal. Turns up there were two George VI pennies. First one, guess what? 1942. Then I pinpointed around, right in there. The first one was somewhere in the middle, right in there. Another George VI penny. And this one's 1942 as well. So it seems like 1942 spill right there. Alright, all those 42s over here. Got one more signal. I'm gonna try to do a live dig or semi-live dig. Already dug the hole. Okay. But it appears to be a coin-like signature on pinpointing. Let's see. Okay. I hate scratching coins. So, oops. On the other side, digger goes. Alright. Let's find out. Okay, it's right there. It's right there somewhere. Not here yet. I think I'm not gonna do many more live digs. Well, it's supposed to be just right there. All right. Okay. Well, oh, nice. This one's not 1942. Wow, so many of those George V pennies came out of this side. I don't think I'm gonna rub it anymore. It's from 20s or 30s. I'll check the date on the wrap-up. Nice. Alright, so I was just thinking to myself, someone has probably cherry-picked this area or this park for silver before, but I got a nice signal, and it is a silver. I don't know how old it is. Here it is, shining down there in the hole. Among trash, little squeaker. Let's see. It's a modern one. More modern one, I shall say. Let's pop this. It's King George again. Nice condition too. Beautiful. I don't want to wrap it too much, but just see the year. Oh, nice year too. 1938. Good year. Alright. 2 silver days so far. Excellent. Alright. That's where I got the 1938 dime, and I got this decent broken up signal because it's on edge. Can you see that? Right there. Appears to be a dime. Let's wiggle it out. This could be an older one. Oh yeah. This is King George V. Okay. I don't want to wrap this one too much. I'd like to see the year. Oh, might be dateless. Okay, in that case we're gonna wrap it. Okay. Beautiful. Really beautiful. 3 dimes. Excellent day. No, I can't really. Could be 1912 or 1917. Okay. Nice. Wow, early dime. I'm happy. I'll keep digging in this area. Alright, dug this hole about, I would say 4 inches. Very squeaky signal. But since I'm in this area that I dug so many good stuff, I decided to dig it. Am I about to be rewarded with a bucket lister? There's one coin that's been eluding me, and a lot of other hunters in Canada have been getting it. This might not be it, but there is a chance. It looks a little smaller than a dime. I'm talking about fish scale. Let's see if that's possible. Okay. This looks silver. Is it possible? Oh, I don't think so. Nice try. something else entirely. Is it even silver? Alright, I didn't get anything for a while. Just taking a lot of iffy signals. I just got myself a loony coin. Alright, that's good. Add to cloud count. Alright, I'm at this village in the cottage country. Sunday morning, got up early before the family. I was passing by it yesterday, and there is some activity going back to the mid 1800s here. There was a train station. I didn't know where it was, but I located the spot once I was at location. So there was a couple old stamps and a really nice old tree. So next to the old tree, I got this quarter. Initially, I dismissed this as a dirty nickel. There were some people passing by, so I did not want to. I just put it in my pocket. But it is dirty. But it's dirty silver. Maybe that's how they come out of the ground here. It's really dirty. Well, probably one of my dirtiest silvers I ever pulled out. But what happened is I moved on. There was a lot of garbage and a lot of modern pennies. So I moved on to local sporting field, and I'm going to try my luck here. So far I eyed this under the seats, so that's always a good sign. A quarter under the seat. But this is nice. Actually, this is my first Elizabeth quarter other than the 67 I got. So that's cool. You can clearly see young Elizabeth there, so it's silver. See you on the next. Alright, nothing much here at the sporting area at the village. But nothing like finding a little bit on the ground. We got ourselves a Canadian dime right on the surface. Nice. Alright, this is a place where an old railway used to run. I'm not gonna disclose exact location, but some of you may probably recognize it anyway. But just in case, I find 50 silver coins around here, so I'll probably stay here all day if I do that. But anyway, I'm not sure if there was a railway station over here, but this building, tiny little hut, looks old. Now this area is just a park. Let's explore this a little bit. It does look older. The railway ran through this town. I think late 1800s they started. They mostly for the lumber industry in the area. So this building does look fairly old. Might have been put on a new foundation. The foundation looks newer to me. Let's go inside. It looks like might have been sitting on dirt before, and yeah, this definitely looks older than the foundation. Alright, we got older door, sliding door. Cool. Unless maybe it still slides. No, it just nailed into place. Yeah, the beams look wider. This is a standard nowadays 2x4, and this looks like almost half more the size. So that's cool. I'm gonna try and do some metal detecting around this place. Maybe they did not move the ground too much. Alright, I'll see you on the next. Alright, so far nothing but garbage so far at the possible railway station location. But I got something that gives me a little hope. I have no idea what it is. 100-year-old bottle cap or something. Yeah, it's definitely older. Nice little relic. Yeah. Yeah, looks like a cap from something. Anybody knows? Let me know. Looks like I've reached that's where I dug the bottle cappy thing, older bottle cappy thing. 2 feet over. Sign of activity. This looks like a penny that was flattened by the rail tracks. So, and that's nice dirt too, very black dirt, only an inch down. Alright, I'll keep digging in this area. Alright, nothing in that hole. It seems like there's a larger garbage over there. But if you look at this dirt carefully, this is where they must have dumped coal from the locomotive. There's a lot of hot rocks here too. So I'm just gonna start digging on the clearer signals. Alright, another railway relic of some sort. Copper. I don't know what that is. Cap of something. Pretty heavy. Maybe it's a baton. Could be a copper baton. Do I see a shank? Most likely a cap. Alright. Alright, looks like another old cap. From oil or something like that, who knows. So far, only relics here. Nothing extremely interesting. But it's a site worth coming back to. I think I'm just gonna leave now. Alright, that looks like a piece of 100-year-old locomotive or something like this. Pretty neat. Alright. Had a little time on my work short day today, so decided to go to the park. I hit with Mike before for a little bit. First well, I got a couple modern pennies, but first decent target, razor, part of an old razor. Alright, cool, thanks. Alright, I got my first decent coin of the afternoon. It's a wheat. The year, I believe it's 1940 something, 41. Cool. Alright, I'm digging in this very garbagey spot close to where I got a crottle bell. I got this first, good age indicator. Then I heard some more signals in the hall. And what is this? Chinese coin. Alright, cool. Gotta figure out the age of this one. Alright, and funny thing, I'm spotting something down here. It's a coin with my right eye. Let's see what that is. It's a modern one. Yeah, 98. Alright, there'll be more digging here. Alright, looks like it's gonna be a good relic video. Probably my best so far. Looks like lipstick case. R on the back. Cool. Alright, this appears to be a coin, barely under the surface. I see Elizabeth, I think. Oh, this might be a nickel. Yeah, I think I see a beaver. Super corroded. Cool. Yeah, this is alright. This is gonna be a long video without even filming everything. This is real cool. Okay, it says Colleen. No, it's better sunshine. It's in sunshine. Alright, I'll keep digging here. Alright, I continue just digging with my pinpointer around this tree. And I thought this was a piece of garbage at first. But when I cleaned it, it has a crown. I don't know if it can focus really well. And I think it says Canada on it. This almost looks hammered. This might be some kind of a coin. Really, it has a face on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It has a face. This is a coin of some sort. Really small one. Probably really old too. I'm not gonna wrap this anymore than I just did. But this is weird. Okay. Alright, I've been digging pretty much relic after relic. It's all early garbage, but not to me. A lot of that stuff is cool. A few bullets. This is nice. It's like a leaf from something. That is really cool. Alright, I'll see you on the next. I'll show all of the stuff on the wrap-up because there's just way too many to film. Alright, now I just pinpointed my way to this little old copper heart. Looks like somebody just cut it out, possibly. Cool. Alright, I'm back to the depository spot with Mike. I got a George V penny, 1945 so far. He got the, actually I got the George VI penny. He got the George V penny. And I got this interesting handle, light aluminum, or well, I don't know what it is, but light, but old. Alright, see you on the next. Alright, you just never know what you're gonna get at the depository. Mike got a really dirty dime, and he got a military badge. Well, and he tells me the spoon or whatever, the relic that I got might be silver, because it's ringing like him for like hollow silver handle. I got this now. Sounded like a penny. Has like a V thing on it. Who knows? Alright, thanks. Alright, nothing much here, just modern pennies so far. I'm around this big tree, and this thing was sticking out. I pulled on it and it broke, but it appears to be possibly Chinese coin, very small one. Alright, that's cool. Okay, this is something I did not expect. I was expecting either a bottle cap or maybe a toonie, or maybe even a silver quarter, but it did pinpoint a little bit larger. Some kind of dino car. Alright, I'll wash it out. I'll show it on the wrap-up. Okay, I just dug the little Raptor car over there, and I stepped into the bushy area, and right away I got a solid, well, super solid tone, 76, 77 all the way. I think this is a British 2-pence coin, but I think it's modern. I did not dig this coin before, but alright, I think that's the 2-pence, yeah, 2-pence. See you on the next. Alright, what have we got here? Barely a little bit over an inch. I think some of the dirt was mixed up here, that's why I'm coming up with these kind of things. 1929 King George V penny. I do like getting these. Alright, see you on the next. Alright, just next to the King George penny, 1927 wheat penny. A little deeper, maybe 3 inches. Okay, time for a wrap-up, a big wrap-up. 3 hands. I hit the railway stations up north, plus mine a little bit beach, and I hit a park where I find the IHP. I found the IHP in the park. I hit that spot, pulled out a few more coppers out of there. Another park for a couple hours, not much there, and I hit the place that I detected with Mike in Canada already for the second time. I call this spot in the park Depository because it has had so many relics. So maybe we'll start with relics, mostly from that spot. More interesting ones. Let's see. This one's actually from the other park that I detected. It's an old light bulb, very early one, I think. What else? Bunch of keys, nothing too interesting. 4 keys. This little thing, it has a little glass window. I have no idea what's that from. This was together in the hall. This big V thing. Little piece of I guess an old railway toy, train toy. This piece of copper looks like it was part of something. Who knows what? What else is interesting here? This could have been a tile or maybe a part of some game. I won't know. I got a few of those from there, that just one fuse, and that looks like an old spark plug, heavily corroded. 1980s probably, or 70s Sony microphone tip. Older lock, usually they're cut. This hook I found on the surface, I think in a park I detected with Mike. I think somebody pulled that out of the ground. 1994 toy, Matchbox toy. I forgot what it's called. This way. Tailgater. Kind of cool. Not too old, but cool. Little copper heart appears to be cut out. What else? This little lid, copper lid from something. This, I have no idea. Some kind of buckle. I did get a lot of these little things, like a shirt buttons, probably early 20th century. The depository site seems to have a lot of stuff from the early 20th century. This was cool, that Colleen little thing. Couple marbles. And this was interesting. This was in one of the holes that I dug. This appears to be some kind of a stone ball. It's cracked, but it fits nicely together. I have no idea what was the purpose of this. This another little thing that I don't know. It has a green glass or stone on the tip of it. Another unidentified find. Older copper button. It may have something, maybe some kind of something on it, indentation, or it's just indentation itself. Maybe it wasn't part of the button. What else? A buckle that says made in England. There's something else written on it, but can't really make it out very well. This heavy thing, I have no idea what that is either, but it's nice and green. This looks like an old valve from a bicycle or motorcycle tire. Another little buckle from most likely a watch. This tube from lipstick with nice cool R stamped on it. A bunch of bullet fragments. Old Reese log. This is really cool. Nice little leaf. Who knows what that's from too. Could have been an earring, could have been part of a chandelier. An old shaving device. What else we got here? This little thing with a number 197 on it. Okay. Oh, this was interesting. Cone-shaped little ball. It has a nice pattern on it. Underneath that green patina. Old ladies' watch. Appears to have been gold plated at one point, the back. Okay, this thing. This could be, well, I won't be guessing. Could be from a car. Up north, I hit 2 railway stations. I did find a couple of relics. This probably the best. There was a lot of dirt still coming out of it, basically coal, burnt coal, dirt. That's where it was all sitting in. This little round copper thingy. Maybe it was a baton, or maybe not. Part of an oil lamp. Flattened penny. I thought I could read 39 on it, but who knows. Some kind of a lid, copper lid. Part of an old light bulb. That's pretty much it. And well, I found a quarter over there. I hit 2 railway stations. Okay, so in terms of clad, a whole bunch of pennies, a few memorials. I've been digging a lot more mid-tons, so I got a few zinkies too. Okay, $4.95 in Canadian clad, 22 dimes and a nickel of US clad. I got some quite a bit of 50s and 60s pennies. What we got? 12, 13, 14. Some 53, 59 there, 55, 58, so a few 50s. And the best finds are here. So on a dig with Mike, I got this hollowware handle. It was ringing like silver. On Mike's detector, I don't remember exactly what it was ringing on mine. I think it was a bit lower, maybe because it's hollow. And it does have a piece of iron inserted on this side from whatever was on this end. But it appears to be silver. It has no sterling or 9 to 5 marks, but there's hallmarks, and I have learned a bit about this type of hollowware, and it appears that most of it is made out of silver. It's not super heavy, probably a weight of 2/4 or so, maybe touch more. Okay, so next I got this 50s Uncle Sam token, aluminum from the looks of it, play money token. I got a modern TTC token, Toronto Transit Commission, still usable on the surface, recent drop. I got the New York City 1980 to 1986 subway token. Okay, newer coins. I got the 91 2-pence coin. I think it's the last year of them using brass for this coin. From 81 to 91, I think that was the when they used brass and named it 2-pence, as opposed to new penny, new 2-pence. That was 71 to 81. And I got this super heavily corroded nickel. It is a young Elizabeth. Yes, you can see it. Young Elizabeth, but cannot make out a year on this. Very corroded. Wheats. I got this 1914S, which is nice, getting an older weenie. 45, 4S, barely visible the year. 45, 37, 51D, and 44. I got a lot of King George coins. Let me see how many. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 23 King George coins, mostly from the 40s. I think I got a couple 39s here and here. So a lot of repeat, mostly war times. 40, 41. A lot of 41s, 5 41s, 42s, 43s, 44s, no 44s, 45. Anyway, now then, even nicer pennies, King George V. I got 5 of those, so my collection of these is getting bigger. Mainly thanks to digging a little bit more mittens again. and also knowing the area, and these were all dug, I think. Yeah, all of them were dug in the park that I got the IHP. So it's 31, 29, 32, 36, and 29. The 36 is in the nicest condition. So good. It's they're harder to find. Okay, so I did get a couple of 42 nickels. These are made out of tombak. That's why the condition isn't really great. But these are my first 2 tombak nickels. They're not too easy to find. Couple Chinese coins from Depository. This one I did not ID them yet. This one's similar to the one that I've found before. I think Kwangtung from 1890 to 1908. So I got to compare them. Might be the same coin. This one I found sticking out of the ground on the. Someone had it tied down around their neck, and I'm not even sure if this is a real Chinese coin. Looks very flimsy. Actually, it broke when I was cleaning it. Appears very light. Maybe just fake aluminum one. And the silver fines, other than the hollower handle. So my first fish scale, a really miserable one. I almost thought it was some kind of hammered coin, the way it came out of the ground so thin. I did, it's King George V. I did manage to get a date out of it after a bit of cleaning, and appears to be 1917. I'm almost 100% sure. Very thin though. This quarter I got at the close to the railway station under a big tree. It was also so dirty, and there was a bit of traffic there, so that I did not film it right away. And I thought it was a regular quarter, so I just pocketed it and went along. But it is 1958, and it's, strangely enough, it's on, other than the 67 quarter that I got, this is my first Elizabeth quarter. Most of my quarters are Georges. Well, the rest of my quarters are Georges. George the Sixth mostly, and some George the Fifth, probably a third of Georges. And I found a tiny little spot where the nickels came from, and managed to pull 3 silvers out of it. So I got the 1938, harder to find, the 30s George, in pretty decent condition. I got a 1942 George, dime, George the Sixth, and the oldest coin is what I'm thinking, it's this side, it looks pretty good. It was on edge to very squeaky signal. This side is a bit used up. I'm gonna try to focus on this and maybe you can tell me if you can see anything. I doubt that you're gonna. Okay. Well, not really. Not really working very well. Let me see with the. No. Well, you're gonna have to trust me on this. I do think it's either 1912 or 1917. You can see the 9 and 1 pretty clearly. The first one is missing, but at the end there's either 7 or 2, most likely 2. So that's nice, getting a pretty old George V dime. Alright, I think I covered it all. So my giveaway, so giveaway is closed at this point. As I said, I'm going to close it with my next video, and I'm going to show all the coins that I collected, saved from circulation giveaway, and count all the entrants and make a draw when I come back from vacation on my next video. Hopefully on my next video. Thank you all for subscribing, and I think I'm at 256 subscribers now. So hopefully next giveaway that I'll do might include some silver, and or maybe something a little bit more interesting than clad, but a lot of people do like foreign clad, so this is for them. Alright, so thanks for watching, subscribing and supporting my channel. Happy hunting to those who hunt. Bye.